when I interviewed you before, when we were in Ireland, you told me about some of the personal research that you had done to play this role, and something that was very emotional for you, you said, was actually going to the site in Lindisfarne in northern England where this raid really happened. So tell us a little bit about that experience and how it was for you.
Yeah, so I went to Lindisfarne Island. In our pre-production weeks, I kind of asked if I could have 3 or 4 days to go and explore it, because I didn't really know what the atmosphere was like, and I couldn't really imagine what this environment would be like for these monks. I mean, I went to boarding school as a kid, so I kind of have some idea of what it's like to be in an isolated environment. But I thought, you know, I'm going to go and explore, and it was so different to how I imagined. It had, it's this, I kind of thought it was just going to be this little piece of land off the coast that you walked over a bridge to. That's how Michael made it out to me, or you know, I'd heard about. And it's about 3 or 4 miles wide, the island, and it's 1.5 miles out to sea. And you drive across this causeway when the tide's out, but 1,200 years ago there wasn't any tarmac to drive across, so you'd have to literally wait until you saw the tide going out and then peg it across, and often people would die because they didn't run fast enough for the tide, because it's a 2-mile run out to the island. So it was a really dangerous place, and when you got on the island you kind of felt like you might be stuck there forever, type thing. Yeah, that you had to be off the island by 4, otherwise you had to stay the night, and they had these emergency hostels and rooms that you could sleep in, and it was a lot scarier than I thought it might have been, just off the coast of Northumberland in England. But yeah, no, it was amazing, and you got to see where the monastery was, and actually they've got the ruins of the abbey, which was built a few hundred years after where our series is set. And it's kind of got the same set out, and there's this ruined staircase that you can climb and look out directly east. And it's kind of where you see in the show, the window that we're looking out and seeing the storm raging. It was the same kind of view. So just to sit there, I was kind of goosebumpy. It was really, really a good impact for me and my character. Good to get into it.
Yeah, and yeah. He will change a lot as we head through the season. From that scared guy looking out the window.
Yes, he will. Yeah, well, he's around these two, so.
So, Travis, do you think Ragnar's a good influence on Athelstan, or a bad influence?
No, of course, a good influence. Yeah, 100%. No, we're gonna maybe teach him how to fight and that sort of stuff, and hopefully one day maybe we'll take him on a raid.
Wow. That would be, we'd like to see that, I think. Yeah. Would you guys
He's still got to do one thing.
Yeah! Okay, I want to ask you guys just to tease a little bit, without giving away spoilers, but I want you guys to tease a little bit about what's going to happen with your characters for the second half of the season coming up. So Travis, if you could give us just a few hints about what's in store for Ragnar.
Shit hits the fan, really. No, obviously you can feel a lot of tension between Ragnar and the Earl, so that's certainly going to be a big climax. My character's, nothing's ever enough, so he's going to keep raiding for sure, and he gets in some pretty bad environments and bites off a bit more than he can chew. And yeah, there is that scene coming between us three in episode 9. Rock on.
Catherine, does he speak the truth?
Okay. You know, I think all our characters, and I can speak for myself, Lagertha's character is definitely challenged, and there's a lot more struggle with her, as well as a relationship is tested, I would say. And there's a lot more responsibility with Lagertha has in terms of dealing with the community and the Vikings and society, and how do you make decisions within the community. So I don't know how much I'm allowed to actually say.
It's hard to,
it's hard to answer that.
Spoil the
But I think you guys will enjoy it.
The show gets so good.